Good morning and welcome to Cisnewa, the platform where we speak truth power. It seems as though, not seems, sadly, many African leaders who say all the right words and seem to sort of, they say, oh, they want, Africa must be respected. They don't want Europe to be doing this and that. Their actions speak very differently to the reality of, they speak differently to what they are saying from their mouth. You'll hear this young man here holding the mic expose the Nana Akufo, I think it is. He will actually expose the president of Ghana for a series of corruption. Let's listen. It is very telling.
This man is the president of Ghana. He's a president in Africa, and every Ghanaian have the right to question this man. Every African have the right to question this man. So to the so-called MPP big men who called me and advised me to focus on Russia and Ukraine war and not Ghana, sorry, I'll focus on Ghana. Ghana belongs to all of us, and everybody in Ghana have the right to question this man. He's not the president of any political party. He's the president of Ghana. Mr. President, where's the 60 billion Ghana cedis that recently got missing? Ghana was recently at IMF begging IMF to give us ordinary 3 billion US dollars, while 60 billion has gotten missing in this country. Why are we not chasing the 60 billion, Mr. President? Mr. President, recently one of your ministers, Cecilia Dapa, stole over $1 million and you became the clearing agent of Cecilia Dapa. Why do we even have sanitation ministry in this country? If not because of criminal mindset, why will you create sanitation ministry? What is the work of DCEs? What is the work of the Zoom Lion? What is the work of assemblymen? Why do we have sanitation ministry? Mr. President, I want to ask you this question this morning. Mr. President, your ministers, some of them are criminals, and you've become the clearing agent of your ministers. Why is the finance minister still in office after destroying Ghana economy beyond repairs? Our exchange rate is now almost 12 Ghana cedis to $1. You came and made the exchange rate just around 4. You've taken us to almost 12. And you are still in power. Your ministers are still in power. Why are you not kicking out these useless ministers you have? The finance minister of Ghana is sick, and that man don't deserve to be in office. Why are you not kicking that finance minister out, Mr. President? Mr. President, you told Ghanaians that you were going to move Ghana from importation to exportation. That means you were going to build factories. Mr. President, as a citizen of Ghana, I have not seen any factory. You told us that you've built over 100 factories in this country. Mr. President, where are the factories? Speaking truth to power, we are not afraid of anybody. Mr. President, you told Ghanaians that you've built over 100 hospitals. Where are the hospitals, Mr. President? Your ministers are going around telling us that it is because of Russia and Ukraine war. That is why Ghana economy is suffering. Mr. President, with all due respect, that is nonsense. Some countries are benefiting from the Russia and Ukraine war. Why are we suffering, Mr. President? I want to ask you one simple question, Mr. President. Why is Saudi Arabia, why is Uzbekistan, why is Iran, why is Pakistan, why is all the resource producing countries in the world are benefiting from the Russia and Ukraine war? Equally, we are resource producers. Why are we suffering in our case? Oil prices have gone up on the market. Everything, gold, diamond, everything has gone up on the market. That means you are making more money, Mr. President. Ghana is the second highest producer of gold in Africa. Ghana is the second highest producer of cocoa in Africa. So where is all the money going, Mr. President? Mr. President, you took Ghana public debt from 120 billion Ghana cedis to almost 400 billion Ghana cedis. Where is all the money that, Mr. President, you have stolen? Where is all the money? All the money, where is it? We are not stupid. Speaking truth to power. Africans are awake and we will sleep no more.
Indeed.
We will not allow criminals in suit to destroy our continent. We will not allow criminals in suit to deceive us with grammar. We are not.
I am in total agreement with this young man. You know, as you know, you're watching Citizen Network, the platform where we speak truth to power. And this is what we've been saying. We need to wake you up. We need to wake all of us up. There's a lot of work for us all to do. I'm going to try and do a broadcast. I'm trying to do a multi-broadcast simultaneously. But I'm going to just focus on what he's saying here. Then I'll probably come on live broadcast in due course. But this is, many African leaders are doing exactly what he's saying. And we need to really confront them all of them collectively. As citizens, we can no longer. We're being impoverished in our own continent by our own leaders who are puppets of the colonials, and we need to confront this. He's absolutely right. Well said, this young man here. Well said, Timo Media. Well said to him.
Stupid. Mr. President, I want to ask you one simple question again. In Ghana, we pay energy stabilization levy. Why are fuel prices up in Ghana? Why are we buying fuel at a high rate when we pay energy stabilization levy? Energy stabilization levy is supposed to stabilize energy prices, Mr. President. Where is the energy stabilization levy? We are politically conscious now. We understand the economy now. We are not like our fathers. No, we understand the economy. We will not allow you to come and deceive us with big grammar. No. Grammar doesn't change anything in this country. And we will ask you a question. You are the president of Ghana. You are president in Africa. And every African and Ghanaian have the right to question this man. Because you, these political communicators, because they pay you, because you make money out of politics, so you are defending this old man. This man is over 80 years and this man will die very soon. You are young, 20-something, 30-something. What is the future of Ghana? This man has borrowed close to 300 billion. This generation cannot pay the money this man has borrowed. The next generation cannot pay the money that this man has borrowed. And where is the money? Where did this man invest the money? No idiot out there should come and tell me he invested in free education. Nonsense. Nonsense. Why can't you guys use your brains for once? How much is this man investing in free education? We were told that he's investing 2.5 billion every year. And this man has borrowed close to 300 billion. So where is the rest of the money? This man has invested less than 30 billion Ghana cedis in free education. Less than 30 billion. Where is the rest of the money?
170 billion.
You've borrowed close to 300 billion. You've invested just less than even 30 billion in free education. And political communicators are going around telling Ghanaians that this man invested all the money that he borrowed in free education. Nonsense. Who asked him to even implement free education in the first place? Who asked him? We are not foolish. Every Ghanaian have the right to question this man's credibility. Mr. President, we are politically conscious. Before you came to power, Ghana imported just 500 million worth of rice. Today, Ghana, we import over 2 billion worth of rice every blessed year. Your planting for food on jobs is nothing but a scam and failure. Why are Ghanaians complaining because there is war in Russia and Ukraine? Why are we complaining? If the planting for food and jobs is successful like the way you go around running your mouth, then we shouldn't be having food problem in this country. If your factories that you claim you've built in these countries are running, then Ghanaians shouldn't be complaining because there's war in Ukraine. What exactly are your factories producing, Mr. President? We are not stupid, Mr. President.
You see, I've said this so many times. This applies to many of our African leaders. They got all the words. They're very, the grammar and everything else because they've been coached well by the colonials. They have all the nice words, all the fine grammar. But the reality on ground, our people are suffering. We, this generation, I'm so glad it's spoken. They are really beginning to hold our leaders to account. We need to do that in every country in Africa, bar none. We need to begin to really make sure that we put in power those who are going to serve the people. not those who are going to serve the colonials. The colonials are using them as puppets to oppress us in our land. Enough is truly enough. I need us all to wake up. This young man, Timo Media, has said it all, and I'm in a total agreement. What's left for me to say now is please let us continue to speak truth to power. Let's continue to expose these leaders, and together we have to be ready to get new leadership into place in Africa. New leadership, the young who are committed to Africans, to seeing Africa develop. That is the only way forward. We are tired of hearing excuses from this old bunch of old corrupt puppets of the colonials. Enough is truly enough. Timo Media, kudos to you for this. I really commend your efforts, and I support you, and I join you in asking the questions of not only the Ghanaian president, but all the other African presidents around Africa. What are they doing? If you're not good enough, step out of the way. It is time the youths take over and actually run Africa for Africans, not for Europeans, not for Chinese, not for whoever else comes and says, oh, yes, you work for me, I'll give you whatever, and at the expense of our people. This is truly enough. Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching Citizen, the platform where we speak truth to power. When I come back, I will come and do a live broadcast, but I wanted to share this. So, well said. And as you know, Citizen is a platform where we speak truth to power. Okay, let's go ahead. I'll be back later on. Please subscribe, hit the notification button, and of course, give us a thumbs up. Just to remind you, we would like you to subscribe, hit the notification button, and then give us the thumbs up to help us reach more people. Thank you so very much. I'll be back later on. Thank you, and bye for now.